What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Game Night YouTube channel. In today's video, guys, I am going to be doing a playthrough of Iron Helm, and I'm going to be playing as the archer Zolla right here, guys. I've got everything set up. She starts with 14 health, 12 energy, 1 ration, 2 gold, and her trappings are the short bow, which allows us to deal 2 damage to our foe before taking initial damage, and we have to reroll die results of 6. We also have the leather armor, which will subtract 1 when taking initial damage, and we have the skill Conceal, which will allow us to attempt to avoid a skirmish. So there we go. So I've got everything shuffled up, ready to go. I'll also like to mention that I'm using a few of the expansions for the game. So we're using the Lonely Troll Inn, which adds the Lonely Troll Inn. So after you beat a dungeon and before you go into the next adventure, you can go to the Lonely Troll Inn. You can get all your health and everything back. You can hire henchmen. And yeah, so if we happen to beat this adventure in this dungeon, we can go to a level 2 adventure after this using the Lonely Troll Inn expansion. Also, I'm using the Realms and Relics expansion, so that adds these new artifacts to the game, which are basically powered up loot cards, and it also adds environments, which are going to add thematic settings to each level of the dungeon and add some difficulty to the game. And last but not least, I'm using the Beasts and Burdens pack. This adds some new enemies, some new plot cards, some mini bosses, and it also adds this new type of card called an Affliction, which is basically like diseases and ailments and things that you can get along the way, which is pretty brutal stuff. So that's going to add some difficulty to the game as well. So guys, let's jump right into it. We're heading into level 1 of this dungeon. First thing we got to do is draw an environment card. So we drew the Watch. Check that out. It says, the ground is spongy beneath your feet and the air stings your senses, but far worse are the numerous eyes tracking your movement. Immediately gain 1 eye. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so we immediately gain 1 eye toward fighting the boss, and to track that, you know what? I'm just going to use one of these poison tokens and set that off to the side here. It says, if you resolve the campsite, you gain 1 eye. And then it also says, if you resolve the treasure card on this level, you gain a blessing token in addition to any other reward. So we need to look out for the treasure card while we're here. So that's where we are right now, guys. We are in the Watch. There's creepy eyes all over the walls and the tunnels of this floor, the dungeon here. So let's get right into it. We are going to draw our first cards and put one face down and flip. Ooh, an ambush right off the bat. You know what? We're going to do it. So we're going to draw an enemy, and we're going to get to attack first, and we're going to add the dungeon level to their health. A fire troll right off the bat? Dude, that is brutal. Holy moly. So, okay, so he's going to have 11. Go 11 right here. Dude, this might be a short dungeon. That's a brutal enemy to fight. Okay, so we're going to get to attack first, so I think I'm going to spend 3. Go ahead and spend 3 energy right there. And let's try to just one-shot this guy, right? Let's just knock this dude out. There we go, dude. We got 12 plus 4 is 16. What a massive roll. Oh, but we have to re-roll die results of 6. Eee. Okay, so let's go ahead and re-roll these. Okay, nice. So we got, what is this? 10 right here. We got 10 total, so we put this dude down to 1 HP. We almost one-shotted him. Put him down to 1 HP right there. We spent our energy. And now he's going to retaliate. It does say, too, that we can avoid this conflict by spending 2 rations, but we only have the 1. So he does 3 attack here. And our leather armor only subtracts 1 from initial damage. And this is a counter-strike. So he's going to do 3 extra to whatever he rolls. Okay, so 5 minus 3 is 2. Plus the 3 extra is 5 damage to us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage right there. We are down to 9 HP. And since he has 1 HP left, you can spend 0 energy and punch enemies for 1 damage. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I will knock him out. I'm going to get 2 golds from this guy. So we're up to 4 gold now. And he has a treasure class 2. So we get a loot. Ooh, we get Olam's Slayer. So attack rolls of 5 or 6. Each deal 3 additional damage to enemies weak to fire. So that is a pretty crazy weapon. I'm going to hang on to that right there. And we get a potion. And draw the potion. We get a holy water. It says, you may discard this card to deal 2d6 damage, and it's plus 5 damage to the undead. So I'll put that right there. And then we'll get this guy as a trophy. I'll put him in my discard pile. Let's put these cards over this way, and let's keep on going. We're going to flip this a skirmish. I don't think I want to fight more. No, we're going to skip the skirmish. I'm going to go in the other door instead. Hopefully it's not a skirmish. It's another ambush. Yikes. Okay, dude, so many fights early on. So it says your foe catches you by surprise, gaining the upper hand. So we're going to draw an enemy card. We're going to add the dungeon level to their initial damage, and we're going to add the dungeon level +4 to their health. So we get a wolf. It says that you can avoid this by spending 1 ration, but I think I'm just going to fight him. So he's going to get 1 +4 is 5 added to his health, so he's going to have 8 health. And he is going to attack first, and he's going to do +1 to his initial damage, which is 3. So, and we're going to block 1 of that from the leather armor, so he's going to do +2 damage. Let's see what he does. 4 minus 2 is 2, plus the 2 is 4 damage. Yikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. All right. Now we get to retaliate. I think I'm going to spend 2. So we're going to spend 2 energy. Like that. And let's see if we can get this guy. And we rolled 9. Perfect. So it's enough to take him down. And he's got 1 treasure class. So we're going to draw a loot, and it is the Cultist's Cloak. It says, once per dungeon level, you may avoid any conflict with any enemy with 5 or less base health. Wow, that would have been cool just then for the wolf. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and equip that, and let's see how much we're holding. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're maxed out right now because we can hold 8 weight worth of items. And we're going to put the wolf in our graveyard over that way. Okay, let's keep on going. So we're going to go ahead and open up the next door. An ambush. Dude, what is happening? I'm going to skip this. And we're going to go in the other door. And it's a skirmish, dude. This is so unlucky. This is the craziest run. Alright, so it says we're taken off guard and stumble for our weapon. And we're going to draw an enemy card and add the dungeon level +4 to their health. Ooh, so it's an undead warrior. He's got 5 health. And our Cultist Cloak says that once per dungeon level, we may avoid any conflict with an enemy with 5 or less base health. So I'm going to go ahead and tap that, and we're going to avoid this conflict. I do not want to fight that guy. Send that over this way, and we're going to keep going in the dungeon. So far, we've come across a couple ambushes and skirmishes. Okay, we got the arrow trap, so there should be some good stuff coming up, hopefully. Do we want to risk it? Or do we just take the poison? I feel like I'm going to risk it since we've seen so many skirmishes and ambushes. Ooh, is that greedy? It is a little greedy. I'm still going to risk it anyway, though. Let's see what we got over here. It's the merchant. Okay, good. We finally get something good. So since we're on level 1, he has 1 loot and 1 potion available for us. Oh, and it's a frost mimic. Dude, what is happening? And a health potion. Okay, we got to fight the frost mimic. This is insane. So he's got 9 health. And it says that we can avoid this conflict by spending 2 rations, but we only have 1 to spend, unfortunately. And I think he's going to get to attack first. So our short bow is going to pop him for 2 damage initially. And then he does 3 base damage, but we're blocking 1 with the leather armor, so he's going to do +2. Fingers crossed. Ooh, 4 + 2 is 6. Are we dead? I think we might just be dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we're dead. Alright, well that was a quick run. So, yeah, we didn't get too far with that one, unfortunately. We ran into a lot of skirmishes and a lot of ambushes. That was pretty brutal, so you could see... I wasn't going to say you could see how hard it is with the added expansions and stuff, but unfortunately we didn't really get to see very much of it because we got so unlucky with the dungeon draws and getting the ambushes and skirmishes. Dang, that is too bad. We had this cloak, which was really helpful, but it wasn't good enough. The dang merchant, dude. Why do you have to have a mimic? Of all the things. Look at all this loot, and he had to have a mimic. Oh, well, that's how it goes sometimes. Alright guys, if you want to see more playthroughs of this, don't fret, I'm definitely going to upload more playthroughs. I'm probably going to do one immediately after this, because this was too short, this was too fast. So guys, if you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up like button. If you're not already, consider subscribing, hit the red subscribe button, and click the bell icon so you can be updated whenever I upload new videos. But anyways, dudes, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, like I said, be on the lookout for another playthrough. I'm going to run through again with Zolla, so be on the lookout for that. And I will catch all you guys in the next video. Have a good one, everybody. See ya.